She was just like a local, because I lived in LA.
She's just a local
20
girl,
years.
like you are here, and you come in.
And I lived in Los Angeles most of my life, and people were like, "Oh, you met there," and it's not that big of a deal. I mean, you know what I mean? There's certain people, and Chicago's even more chill, you know.
Yeah.
So
It was, you know, because you see people and you see celebrities, but you
don't
never thought, you know, later, wow, I should have got a signature or something.
And in my world too, a lot of my good friends, like I always think, you know, like that are writing or producing or whatever in Los Angeles are just as talented as anybody else. So it's like, oh, so, and then when you also get to meet most people or work with people, the good people, most of them are just regular folks like us.
Regular folks.
That are super talented, you know, yes. You don't see everybody else is into. I see. I knew you had a backstory. So you're from Chicago originally.
I'm from Chicago.
Yeah. So I guess you got as excited as everybody that like the
I
Cubs.
was very excited.
Also, nobody gets it's an age. I'm 45. It's an age thing. I mean, that was always like a joke with the like, oh, if the Cubs ever win, you know. I mean, even if you didn't know anything about baseball. So
yeah, I'll change when the Cubs win. Now,
I think,
wow.
Yeah. Their curse is over, But also have tons of friends that. So that's cool. So how long have you been here?
I've been down here since the year 2000.
Okay. Wow.
I was up there 51 years.
And in my world too, it's like I moved here I lived in LA most of my life. Atlanta for about good 6 years, which I feel is my early years, like my 20s, and so I have a lot of good memories there. And also, the Olympics I moved right after Olympics, so it was like I got to see Atlanta grow and change, and I learned a lot in Atlanta. So that was my
big city life here.
Well, I lived in, just learned. I actually kind of missed that. Like when I moved to LA, everything was so segregated. In Los Angeles, it wasn't. When I lived in LA, it wasn't.
I know
what
you mean, because
the mayor lived right down by me, and crack whorehouses were right down the street. I mean, I lived in the 90s when it was like pretty homeless. I don't know. I've heard it's changed a lot, but I haven't been through there. North Carolina, I lived and I was producing there. But most of in my world, I always think of myself. Even though I grew up here, I left at 18. I think of LA is kind of my years of like adulthood, like kind of my long years,
Okay.
And so I've been here about 6 years.
LA was your spot.
Yeah, everywhere. And I moved around, but so when people talk about LA, it's like you don't know LA unless you live there. It's any other city. It's any other city. It's just like Ybor. It's just like Chicago. It's just like, if you meet the right people and the good people, you're gonna Miami. Some people go to Miami and go, oh. I will say one thing about LA. Every time that you get into like a cab and somebody, is like, Latino or whatever. Oh, I know Florida. Miami. I'm like, no. Totally different. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're so cute. Okay, all right.
Oh, that's the other one. That one. They actually got along okay. Doolin held his thing. See, he's an Ybor dog, so his brain thinks this is dog park. He's met your dog before too.
I remember. Down on the end by the flower shop.
They did a real quick, and then they went, wait, we know each other, it's all cool. All right, I'll let you guys go. Gosh, it's looking good.
We were enjoying you.
Okay, I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to do another